Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. It's time for the weekend roundup, as always, going through all the Premier League results in a bit more detail, going through the top 5 leagues in just a general talking, and my team of the week as well, starting with Friday night's game, Brighton-Chelsea, and Enzo Maresca had a lot of smack to talk about his counterpart Fabian Hurtzler going towards this game after losing in the FA Cup to him, and then just got smacked up again 3-0. Mitoma with a fantastic goal. Jimmy Carragher on commentary described it as Messi-esque. I wouldn't go that far. It was good. It wasn't Messi level. Like, let's not get that twisted. And then Yakuba Minty scoring twice as well. No matter who Chelsea put in there, they're just poor, aren't they? Like, Sanchez needed to go, but Jorgensen is not that much better. He's lacked threat, and it's not common for Chelsea to lack threat. It's common for them to let goals in, but it's not been common for them to lack threat. But over the past few games, it has been common. So maybe something needs to change. Maybe Maresca's not the man for him. Maybe Poch might have been the man. Maybe Poch had him cooking balls last season, and it's gone now. City played Newcastle in what could have been a one-way or either game. Obviously after losing to Real Madrid, Newcastle could have pounced on it, but they got bounced away. 4-0. They got smashed. Marmoush with a hat-trick, so you can probably guess he would be starting against Real Madrid on Wednesday night. Ederson getting an assist. Haaland with an injury though, probably puts space for Marmoush to play as a striker on Wednesday night, depending on how bad Haaland's injury actually is. Isak was kept quiet all game, which isn't always good for, everyone's like, oh, should we get Isak? Like, everyone's eyeing up Isak, and then a big game like this and he's just been shushed, and it's one of them. I do think Trippier is past it. I think, when Livramento came on, Newcastle looked so much better as a team. I don't know, just Livramento's the way forward for Newcastle now, and Newcastle needs to understand that. I'm pretty sure Newcastle fans understand that. I'm pretty sure they understand that Trippier's gone now. It's not happening, but I think Eddie Howe just needs to come to terms with it. Leicester and Arsenal. Now, Leicester held strong for most of this game until Mikel Merino, of all people, got put up front and then scored twice. He said he's never played up front before, but he got himself in the right position and he got the goal. And he was correct in saying that, because he did do that. Odegaard controlled the game from an Arsenal perspective, but there was no one that could finish the chances, when you've got, a weird front three that they had. And Nwaneri, what a player he looks like. What a player he looks like. Obviously, all of Lamine Yamal hype last year. Nwaneri is an English talent, so let's nourish that. Let's just be careful with it. Villa and Ipswich drew 1-1 in a game that Villa really should have drew 1-1, right? A game that, I'm going to say, Palmer for Ipswich saved that game for them. Oh my God, it's not only did he make a billion saves, he saved the game. 1-1 after Tuanzebe got a stupid red card after 2 yellows. Delap scored, making it 1-0, and it was like, oh, okay. And if it wasn't for a Marcus Rashford free kick that, he got his finger to it, pushed on the bar, and Ollie Watkins was there. There's not much Palmer could have done more than that. He was really unlucky to even let the goal go in, but he did. He might be the person to drive Ipswich in the right direction now. The amount of saves he made in that game, he looks class. And if not, Ipswich are right back up next year, because with the team that they've got, they are by far going to be the best team in the Championship next year, if the likes of Leeds come up, I would say. Leeds, I think, the only team that really come close to it. Like, there's obviously a few good teams in the Championship next year, but hopefully Ipswich stay up and don't win the Championship next year. Fulham and Forest. Fulham winning 2-1. The only team to do the double against Forest this year. I'm pretty sure the only team that couldn't do the double against Forest this year, I think. I'm not too sure. But yeah, they did the double again. Smith Rowe scoring and Bassey scoring right near the end. Chris Wood obviously scoring for Forest, doing what Chris Wood does, man. I think that's 17 goals for the year now. Incredible. He's like, sometimes you just have a good time, sometimes you come and have a good time, and I think he will reach the 100 goal mark next season. I think he's like 10 goals away now. I mean, he could still do it this season. If he does it this season, holy, he'd be the first player from Oceania to reach 100 goals in the Premier League, which is a big statement itself. Southampton Bournemouth, the South Coast derby. There's a lot of a bit of first games this weekend. Southampton Bournemouth anyway. The South Coast derby. Obviously, if Bournemouth get European football, they'll end up having to play at St Mary's at Southampton's ground next season. Just allowing easy chances, Southampton. Allowing easy chances. Bournemouth taking them easy chances. Christie having a good time. They look fierce. They fierce, free flowing attack. They have a nice time, Bournemouth, and it's getting them in the right places. It's going in the right direction. He's saying, enjoy yourself in the attack. Defend strong, enjoy the attack. It's the Ancelotti way, mate. Get Ancelotti in Bournemouth next season. When Xabi Alonso goes to Real Madrid, send Ancelotti to Bournemouth. Get him a Champions League. Liverpool 2 and Wolves 1. Oh my God, Liverpool, you lucky. After midweek against Everton, when they were, ended the game there. Tarkos is going the goal. The goal only got away with a point. They were lucky to get away from this game with only a point. Wolves were all over him in the second half. All over him. And just blocked left, right and centre. Liverpool obviously scoring twice in the first half. Sal doing what Sal does, obviously. But oh my God, Wolves looked so strong in that second half. Wolves looked a real threat, and I was like waiting for that. It was the anticipation, waiting for that second goal to go in. It just didn't happen. Cunha scored a really nice goal, but Wolves are so unlucky not to take points off Liverpool in that game. But the cracks are showing. The cracks are showing. And if Arsenal can keep it right, they can chase it down, okay? Because the cracks are showing. I feel like Forest too far away. City could do what City do. Yeah, man, City could still do what City do. City still got to play Liverpool. They can still just start churning results away and start steaming down and go, you know what, we're going for it. But yeah, Spurs and United. Oh my God, I don't even speak about Spurs and United, man. It tires me. It's still like, we didn't have much option. Obviously, we didn't have much option. Chidori Martin actually made his debut, which is quite nice to see. For the 3 minutes he was on, he should have been on for so much longer, but it's what it is. But that game should have been 0-0. That game should have been 0-0. Neither team could really take their chances. It was an Onana silly mistake, not holding on to the ball, that caused Madison to score. I think he just needs to parry it further away. Like, he needs to parry it to the side. That's what he needs to do. But yeah, what he meant to do, man. Honestly, if I speak about this game too much, my heart will go and I'll die. Just silly. There's just no threat from either team. The only positive I can give from this game was that both teams were quite defensively strong. After that first goal, it was more of a defensive performance. That game should have been a 0-0. Obviously, Spurs were going to be more defensive once they got that 1-0 result. But yeah, another 1-0 game that was really boring was Brentford and West Ham. Areola, so unlucky not to have a clean sheet in this game. He made a triple save. And that third one just went over the line. He just couldn't get to that third one quick enough. But yeah, Brentford lucky to get a result out of the game as well, to be honest. A few lucky results in the past ones. I don't want to be spiteful, but they are lucky results. And then Palace, Everton. And can I just say this fact? Moyes for Everton, who got hired a month ago, has got more points for Everton than Amorim has for United. So I'm going to say, I need to do a United review video soon. I will do a United review coming out soon. First half, Palace just not taking the chances. Mateta obviously scoring, but then Beto doing what Beto does, and then Alcaraz winning the game. I rated Alcaraz when he was at Southampton, and he's at Everton, and he's cooking. I told you Moyes wanted him, and Moyes got him. Team of the week time. I know I've not spoken too much in depth about that, but honestly, got to the United game and my heart was like, oh man, I don't even want to speak about football anymore. Team of the week, Ederson, clean sheet, assist, easy stuff. I could have given it to Verbruggen, but I think Ederson had a better game. Danzo and Stones are my two centre-backs. Danzo kept, United quiet. Not hard to do, but he did do it. And Stones keeping Isak quiet. That's a lot harder to do, so yes, you get into the team. Jed Spence had a very good game against United. Actually got man of the match, so yes, get into the team. And then I've got a Dharma at right back. I know it's a cop-out, but the guy kind of plays. The guy gets back. Guy's strong enough. He can play that. In midfield 3 of Ryan Christie, told you goal and assist. Odegaard is controlling the play. Marino with 2 goals to win the game. And a front 3 of Cuba Minter, scoring 2 goals against Chelsea. Marmoush with his hat-trick. And then Rashford, because he just looked like a real threat. And I know that's less than everyone else, but he looked like a threat, so he's getting into the team. So it was Darwin was in the team. It was a threat all game. He didn't get a goal contribution, but did he get an assist? I can't remember if he assisted Smith Rowe or if he assisted Jimenez's offside one. I can't remember. On to the other leagues. Preston and Burnley drawing 0-0. That's so poor from Burnley. Another clean sheet for Burnley, but mate, where are the goals? You need the goals. It's not happening. Blackburn ending Plymouth's nice little run after beating Liverpool last week. Blackburn now end it with a 2-0 win there. Hull and Norwich drawing 1-1. Bad from Norwich, who are trying to push onto promotion spaces. Luton getting beat by, I literally read Ahmed Dodzic, gotten beat by Sheffield United with Ahmed Dodzic scoring the goal. Sheffield United need to win these games. Luton needs to start winning games because they're currently bottom of the Championship and looking like a back-to-back relegation. What has happened to them? Stoke beating Swansea 3-1 in a big 6-pointer down the relegation zone of the Championship. In La Liga, Anthony scored again. Oh, maybe United are just crap. Maybe United are just a terrible, terrible, terrible team with terrible, terrible, terrible things happening around it. Because Anthony scored again for Betis in a 3-0 win against Sociedad, where Sociedad got 2 red cards. Legans and Alves drew 3-3. Osasuna drew 1-0. Real Madrid with Bellingham getting sent off, and Mbappe scoring 0-0. But in between games against City, I can get how they kind of just turn off, and then, you know, against City on midweek, hopefully, boom, done, out the window, goodbye. And then Atletico dropping points as well, in a place where they could have pushed on for more and got top of the league. I feel like they're dropping points to Celta Vigo. It's really poor. 5 red cards over the Liga over the weekend, which I find is crazy. The Bundesliga, Frankfurt beating Holstein, so living life without Marmouche, doing well. Bochum beating Dortmund 2-0. Dortmund are on such a poor form this season. They are going to beat Sporting in this league phase, but I hope they get Villa, and I hope Villa do them in. Stuttgart getting beat by Wolfsburg, and then Leverkusen and Bayern Munich drawing 0-0. Leverkusen and Bayern Munich drawing 0-0. No one managed to jump points on them. No one managed to catch points on them, but a 0-0 game, the excitement's drawn out of football, innit? Who needs it? Montpellier getting beat 4-1 by Lyon. Lyon beating Rennes 2-0, but then Marseille beating Saint-Etienne in a pretty tight-fought game, 5-1. 5-1. Monaco winning 7-1 in their game, absolutely walking over it. Hat-trick from that, I forgot his name, BR something. And then Toulouse, you know, PSG getting that narrow win after a smashing win over Brest midweek. They've gone, yeah, you know, they're staying in France. Like, they've not had far to go for the Champions League. Don't know why they've only won 1-0 there. Probably resting just to make sure they go through the Champions League, because they're not going to win a league. Then time for my favourite league. Time for my favourite league, the Serie A. Let's talk about the Serie A, because Como beat Fiorentina. Fiorentina trying to chase down European places, and Como just going, yo, listen, we're going to start cooking now. Juve beating Inter. That's a massive one for the title race. Inter slipping up like that. But then the team's chasing them. The team's chasing Inter, or the team's ahead of Inter in Napoli's case, dropping points. Napoli drawing to Lazio 2-2, and Atalanta drawing 0-0 to Cagliari. That's a really poor result. Atalanta could have really jumped onto Inter with a result there. AC beating Verona 1-0, and then Bologna and Torino in a European fighting game there as well. Bologna winning 3-2. And a lot of action. As I said, I do love the Serie A. Inter 2 points off the top now. Atalanta 5 points off the top, but I think they're still in the race. I still have them as my favourites. I still have them as my favourites. I think Atalanta can go this season, but obviously you have to see what's going on with European football. That's going to be the end of the video now, guys. If you like it up, leave a like. You want to see more, subscribe, because there's more on the channel every single day. Thank you for watching us, and hopefully I do catch you next time. Cheers.